Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Casually FC. I am Marshalldbdx, your host, and today I'm accompanied with a great panel here. Fatter, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. All good. I'm looking forward to this Rory Jennings saga again.
Hey, it's been Andrew. How long has it been since we reacted to this guy last? Like 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, it's well over a year.
We've left him alone for a long time. He's been behaving, and now lately he's been saying some things, and we have to go ahead and address it. But Andrew, you've been good, brother?
Yeah, all good, my friend. All good. You know,
all right.
Wednesday, so all good.
It's almost hump day.
Yeah, it is.
Almost hump day. Almost hump day, and there's already a plethora of Chelsea news to talk about, which we will talk about tomorrow. Again, same time as today. We're going to be trying to start around 10 p.m. UK time, experiment with that time for you guys, see what's more convenient. But tomorrow will be a Casually Chelsea show where we'll be talking about the transfer news of the latest rumors and all that. Chris, how are you doing, brother? How's your stomach? Is it better already?
Yeah, it's better now because 5 minutes have passed and it's a lot better. No, I feel shitty.
And I think it correlates with Timo. Probably.
No, he is such a dickhead. I've been getting a few of that today. Yeah, I'm okay.
Of course.
So you're
and
making...
Fatter probably.
Hey, Fatter's good. Fatter's good. But yeah, I'm all good anyway.
Okay. Well, boys, as you probably could tell by the title, we have to react to a lovely video that Rory has released. And as you know, here at Casually FC, we like to be grounded with our reactions and stuff. But if we have to put the man on the spliff, we will. So this is going to be exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. Thank you guys for getting us over 10 already. And thank you guys who have the bell notification on, because you know that we were streaming today. So big up you guys for hitting the bell notification. If you haven't already hit the bell notification, make sure you do so you don't miss any of these prompt streams that we have out of schedule. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're checking out that description. Not too late to join the Fantasy Premier League, so go ahead and join that Fantasy Premier League. The code to the league is there as well. Check out Andrew's Twitter. Fatter, I will put your Twitter down there as well when we're done with the video, but make sure you guys check out Fatter on Twitter and Real Chris and all these people, and my links as well. And am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Send in your super chats if you feel like saying something that we're missing out on in this video, or super thanks, or whatever you want to do. Be charitable. I don't know. Up to you. Doesn't matter. Let's go react to some Rory Jennings. This should be fun, guys. All right, let's start this off. It's about Cucurella. Yes.
Wait, hang on.
Yes.
Rodrigo, when have I said that, huh?
Chris promised that if Timo leaves,
I'm not betting. No.
100.
One. I
100
don't have a
super
camera.
chat, and we'll do a Chris picture reveal.
I have a picture. I've already showed me anyway.
That's no.
Like you're in the background. It's like, where's Waldo? Man,
It's only me.
Oh my god!
You're so far away. You know.
Big up, you are very far away, and you're like one of those Instagram girls where you always block the phone with your face with the phone.
Yes.
I
chose the right picture. Yes.
Like one of those things that people say, I was in a picture, in a famous picture, and it's like, it's them, but it's like their bag or their hand or something like that. It's like, that's my hand. Something
You see
like
most
that,
of me.
No, you don't. It's like that. You're behind a. You're taking a photo.
You see-
with your phone like that.
Yeah, it's just
you see like my jaw. You see my hair. You see my whole body, I guess.
Oh,
Except
great.
my feet.
That we.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's
mystery
crazy,
man.
Chris? I want this to put it into perspective for you. I've seen more of Will than I've seen of you, and I've seen
How have you
Will's
done-
eyebrows and up.
I've not even seen Will. How have you done that?
I've seen Will's eyebrows and up.
You've seen his eyebrows, but you've seen like my whole
Yeah.
body and more.
That doesn't matter. I can always imagine the rest of that.
Unless you've got like 3 arms or something, what does it matter how your body looks like?
Yeah. Unless you have a third leg or something. What
I
does it
was
matter?
gonna say my laptop is a
Like a
gaming one,
shark
so
fin or
it's not a
something,
camera
no?
one.
Oh my god! All right, boys. We'll eventually get a Chris face reveal, and then we'll make a big announcement
buy a
about it.
camera
It'll
for
be amazing. It'll be phenomenal.
Ew.
You've got a laptop.
I-
Don't
With
don't overhype me.
I don't want. I don't want.
I'm
it.
just an ordinary
We'll make a
man.
nice big fat thumbnail
Sorry,
with his face on it.
I don't want it. It's never ever. It's like when you used to listen to radio and you didn't know who that person looked like.
Yeah.
It's a very disappointing when you see their
Oh
face.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not saying-
that's what I mean. I don't want to show myself at this point.
I'm not
It's been
saying Chris-
building up
I'm not-
too
I'm
long.
not saying
It'll be
Chris's
so
face-
disappointing.
I'm not saying Chris's face would be disappointing, but we would have built it up and then we'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah, an ordinary man.
Yeah, it's like generic.
I promise you, Chris's face will be. He'll reveal his face
I
and
bet his
turn
whole
on his
face is
camera.
tattooed. That's what it'll show. His
Oh
whole
my
face
god, he
is
looks
Shit,
like
you
Post
got me.
Malone.
Yeah.
he looks like Dan James with Post Malone's tattoos.
I literally have a Chelsea player on my face right now.
Pause.
Oh my god. It's Raheem Sterling and Yerry Mina on his face. He just temporarily put that on him. All right, boys.
Timo Werner's sweaty shirt he got from one of the
It is
games the
Timo
other day,
Werner.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's Timo Werner doing this. All right, boys. Let's go ahead and get this going. Let's see what this man has to say.
The lack of logic, common sense, and an overarching strategy at my football club is driving me to insanity. What
Oh,
on earth
thanks.
is going on? How can Chelsea possibly be considering signing Mark Cucurella? This isn't about how good Cucurella is at football. He is obviously superb. From Getafe to Brighton, probably to Man City, he has been brilliant. But for some reason, Chelsea are looking to hijack this deal. Chelsea could obviously do with numbers. Chelsea are obviously in need of reinforcements across the team, but not as a priority at left back. Marcus Alonso,
Pause
Bubba
it.
Rahman,
Pause. Actually, let me continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
Kennedy, Emerson Palmieri, Ben Chilwell, and Mark Cucurella. That would be 6 left backs at the club. That would be absolutely ridiculous. And the lack of logic
Pause right there.
at Chelsea
Pause right
at the moment.
Pause right there. Alonso, Emerson Palmieri, Kennedy, and Baba
Okay.
Rahman are all shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't get
So
it.
realistically, you only have 2
Yeah.
left backs.
Numbers doesn't mean great. It just means that we have stockpiled shit. Yeah? And you got understanding the strategy. The strategy is to get better, and Ben Chilwell's got an ACL injury. Yeah? And Cucurella has come back. Cucurella's been one of the main he's up there now as one of the best left wing backs in the league. So the lack of strategy, I don't. Let me preface this. Listen, I think somewhere down this season, this person will do a reverse video, an apology video, or something like,
Yeah.
"I'm so glad we signed Cucurella." Something down the middle. Listen, we know
I
why he's
was
doing
wrong.
it. It's a clap chasing. I like to watch it because he just contradicts himself every
Obviously.
single point. But to not understand why we are doing this after last season is really, really what is it? I can't think of the words, but it's sort of
It's
intellectual
It's insane,
dishonesty.
isn't it?
It's intellectually dishonest. That's what it is. It's
It has to
intellectually
be.
dishonest. Yeah.
I
It's
just don't think. Yeah,
I
don't
get
think
where
you
I'm
would-
just
go on
coming
now.
from. Like, in some cases, right? Like, we've got like 2 probably the worst left wing back ever in our squad that needs to be shipped.
Yeah.
Alonso's time at Chelsea already almost over. Emerson, well, you could arguably say like, if we're not going to sell him this season, he might go in January.
Yeah.
So practically, we're stuck with 3 left backs in the season as well. Don't forget that Cucurella not only can play as a left wing back, left back, but also left centre back, left midfield, even right wing back. So his logic of going says that it's a crazy. Well, number one, it's not your money; it's Bodie's money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well like he can do £100 million or £200 million to buy these attackers, the likes of Neymar. Who gives a shit? We get Neymar, we're good. There's,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like, if you worry about his money, like then go like put a share on it. Like you have your Poker Stars money, go, put that.
Well, also, what does he expect? Does he expect us to still go with Alonso and not near enough fit Chilwell?
That's the part that bothers
I
me.
don't
Is like
understand.
he names these other left backs like they're actually options. When was the last time he's seen Emerson play at left wing back in Tuchel's system, or Baba Rahman for that matter? Like
Never.
they don't, like, maybe preseason last season for Baba Rahman, but that was it, and we haven't seen him since. They're not even options. So of the list of like 5 left backs that he named, realistically, only 2 of them are actual options.
But
And
I don't. But
yeah.
Marshall, I think he's just naming them because they're on a list, right? And we still got them right on the
Mhm.
books. What
Mhm.
I don't understand is what makes him. What isn't it coming through to him when I say he's intellectually dishonest? It's like, didn't you not see last season when Chilwell went down injured and Reece went down injured? The golf in the class,
Yeah.
cost us in the league. Whether we would have won it, I have no idea. I don't think we would have. Would we have got closer? Possibly.
Possibly.
But or would it cost us in the cup competitions? But just to like to not think, have it in the brain and go, or not, or to come across that they don't think that there is an issue. Oh, no, Chilwell's back from an ACL, everything's fine. It's like it's back from an ACL. An ACL, it used to be a career-ending injury. Yeah,
Mhm.
do you know what I mean? But it's still going to affect Chilwell, and it's just what. Anyway, carry on, man. 'Cause, you know what I mean? We'll be here for like 8 hours or something.
Yeah. No, the guy's right. If he was English, he probably wouldn't have said a damn thing. But let's
Viva
continue.
España.
Moment is so painful. It is now more than possible that Chelsea would spend another 50 million quid on another left back.
Yep, hold
That is where
bitch.
we are, particularly
Pause,
when you think
pause,
about.
pause. All right, he said 50 million left back. All right, how much we spend on Ben Chilwell again?
Well, yeah, 50 mil.
50.
About 50 million.
Exactly. So what's the problem?
His problem is he don't think we should basically have a backup. Well, not. I don't know if he could be a backup because, like you said, he can play left centre back, or even Chilwell can play left centre back. It's a quarter squad game. There's 5 subs. There's like a big season, Champions League football. So I don't know why he is upset with 50 million, but like that's the reason why he's upset, because we're spending 50 million on maybe one of them to be like a backup. But that still doesn't make sense because City does that, and look how well City do. They spend 50 million there, and they win the Premier League. That's where I want to be. And that's, well, surely since Rory's proper Chelsea, he wants to see us win Premier Leagues and all this. Like, he hates not winning them. So I don't know why he complains.
Reece James, Cucurella, and Chilwell also have spent years playing in the back 4. Don't forget, we also have Kante, Cover, Jorginho, who all have won in the midfield 3s.
What is it? You're right, Feta, man. It's like, keep telling people, no one cares about how much you pay for someone if they play well. If Werner had hit 40 goals or 50 goals the last 2 seasons, first of all, we wouldn't have sold him, and no one mentioned how much he's earning. Do you know what I mean? Or how much he's worth. Stuff like that. So it's like, another 50 million. Well, first of all, it's not coming out of any fan's pockets whatsoever, right? It's not the fans' money. It's the new owner's money, yeah? By the way, this new owners doesn't even own their own pitch. And they're still willing to put like funds in to every part of the club. But it's like, I don't know if it's a sense of entitlement or something like that, or it's very strange fans get up and arms about how much a club spends. It's like, so what? You know what I mean? If it works out, it works out. You know what I mean? So.
And the other thing I find a little hypocritical too is that he seems to bring up the money as if it's an issue. If money was an issue, then where was he when Chilwell got injured? 50 million for left back that was injured for most of the season, and his first season here under Lampard, it was all right, it was okay, it was a positive, but in those 2 seasons, like if you look at
I guess he didn't like us spending all that money under Roman, right?
Yeah.
He actually didn't like Roman at the end.
It's a little hypocritical. Yeah. And I'm not criticizing Chilwell. I mean, accidents happen, but if you're trying to look into the value for a player, you know, are you really getting 50 million out of a player who had an all right first season, which people still debate if he was a good season or not, and then the second season he was injured for most of it?
But the thing
Oh.
is, it's like I keep telling people in the transfer market, it's not a buyer's market; it's a seller's market, and that's how much reportedly Brighton wanted for a player who still had 4 to 5 seasons left on their contract. They didn't have to sell him. They, it was just brought upon us. You want to buy him. The starting bids at 50 million. It's what happens all the time. Like it happens to us. We have a set price on the player. You meet it or get near it. We then negotiate. But
Yep. All right, let's continue.
Where Chelsea are lacking at the moment. As we are embarking on a new season, we are 5 days away from the opening of a new Premier League campaign. Think about how flawed Chelsea's squad is. Think about how desperately in need of reinforcements and replenishments Chelsea's midfield is.
Okay, hold on, man. You're saying that as if, like, when Chilwell got hurt, we were okay. Like, you're completely neglecting the fact that once Chilwell got hurt, our season took a complete downhill. Like, as if we don't need reinforcements in wing back. For fuck's sake, like, he's worried about left back and all this, but what about right wing back? We still don't even have reinforcements in right wing back.
But why isn't he? He probably will later in the video. I can't remember if he does. By this time, we signed Koulibaly for defence and Sterling, right?
Yeah.
We're unprepared. Hey, Rory, why do you think we're unprepared? Because it'd be until 31st of May. We were sanctioned and only just bought.
Yeah.
And because we couldn't sell a fucking Mars bar at the ground, we had only half the fans there. Second of all, a new regime was coming in. Third of all, Marina, Buck, and Czech all left. Established people there. Bowley didn't want to take over the transfers, but did. He's new to everything. It's not like in the American style where you just swap contracts for players and stuff like that. And it's just. Well, what was he supposed? What were they supposed to do? They weren't going to have everyone in place because they wanted to establish people for a transition. That's what happens when you keep people there, see if they're going to stay on longer, or keep them there until you get your own people in. There's no acknowledgement of that of some Chelsea fans, including this guy. At the start, that should be
Clearly.
There should be an understanding about why we are behind. Why we didn't sign certain players or get near them because we couldn't at the time because we were sanctioned. It just boggles my mind. Of course, we're unprepared. We're trying to get rid of players as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's bonkers. We lost two defenders because we couldn't because they chose not to re-sign with us, and that's our own fault.
Yeah.
But it's bonkers.
And even then, like, even with that handicap at the very first part of the transfer window, we're still making more moves than most teams in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous that you can't even acknowledge the fact that we're working twice as hard than most teams who had not nearly as much of a handicap in the beginning of the season or beginning of the transfer window. Ridiculous. Yes.
I was going to say, you mentioned, like, why haven't we reinforced the midfield? Like, I've noticed, like, Chelsea fans from Spaces, Twitter, it's always midfield first. Midfield has to be replaced first because of Jorginho or whatever. And then I see Tuchel and owners go for defence and attack first. It just makes you wonder who's got more knowledge of the squad and like everything like that. But obviously we're still gonna get midfield anyway, probably.
Maybe, but even so, like, I think Tuchel was interviewed recently about signings wise, and I think he even said it himself that midfield he thinks he's fine.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of finding like a DM, right? We still need a DM, but when it comes to midfielders, he's saying we're fine. And you know what? He might be right because we do have plenty of number 8s, but it's just how are you going to say why do you think you know more than the coach?
Yeah, I think it's because literally we have Jorginho, who like Tuchel rates, and a lot of people still do, like managers or whatever, wherever he plays. You got Kante, if you use him, like, rotate him well and everything, don't overuse him. You got Kovacic, who's like in the form of his life, I think. And you got obviously, like the backups like Billy Gilmore, or even Mason Mount can drop into midfield. We've seen that as well. So you do have options, and we did sign a young 18-year-old as well. He's got to be another backup. So like that, we have got a lot of midfielders.
All right, let's go ahead and continue, boys.
Chelsea's forward line is. Chelsea's squad entirely is And yet, we are looking at focusing at fullback. This is ridiculous. I think we need cover there because Bubba Rahman, obviously not good enough. Marcus Alonso, the joke is over now. There are so many players who need to leave the club. And yes, we need reinforcements at left back because Ben Chilwell spent 75% of last season injured. We therefore need somebody to deputise. But you cannot sign Cucurella to
What?
deputise because he isn't going to want to sit on the bench. Ben Chilwell is one of the best players in the team. He isn't.
Wait, what?
Or,
What?
No, hold on.
He's
This
so
is what I
funny.
don't get. Yeah, last week, August the 1st, yeah, he said a fourth left back at the club is definitely what we need. Should be prioritizing. Delighted with that. Give Brighton anything they want from Mark Cucurella. We signed him, and the last thing that he says, we are unstoppable this season.
But even in this video, he's just contradicting himself.
It's just
So-
I mean, no, but you know what, yeah? But you
Oh,
know what,
right.
yeah? No,
Oh,
he's right. Hi, guys. You know what? Rory's right, though. We shouldn't be signing Cucurella to be backup. That's why Cucurella will be our starting left wing back.
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's like, but
Again, Brian,
I
it's
just like, I
contradiction,
don't
Brian.
know. He just said Chilwell's coming back from an injury. He just said it. He just said it. It's like I don't understand.
And
does he do
That's
this
not-
videos on
only
different
one to
days?
have this thought. He's not the
Huh?
only one to have this thought process, by the way. There are a lot of
Oh, no.
rival. I did a show, Never Foul, who were saying that Cucurella, you don't need him when you have Chilwell. Chilwell, who has just come back from an injury the last, couple of games of last season, last few games of
Yeah,
last
he had
season.
10 minutes. He had or 20,
Season?
20, 10,
And
20
now
minutes in the
fully
last
looks
game.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, as soon as he got injured and I found out about the injury, I said that if, him coming, I thought he'd be back midway this season. Like the way
Yeah.
he came back from his injury, I personally came back way too fast. He's not going to be ready. He might not even come back the same player, even if he's 100% fit. So it makes
Yeah.
sense for us to get one now rather than wait
Yeah.
and have Alonso or Emerson or a half decent Chilwell on that side. Then our attack continues to be bad because we don't have any chance creation. Like it's not just our forwards that we need to fix. We need to fix Chilwell because of his injury.
No, you're right.
Like, it's also like.
Cucurella money is a lot, by the way. Sorry, Marshall.
Go ahead.
Yes, the Cucurella money is a lot, by the way. Yeah, obviously. Are there other wing backs I would have preferred ahead of him? Yes, I would have preferred Ronaldo or Hernandez or Alphonso Davis, etc. But like we have Cucurella, he is quality. So like we can't pretend he's not good because of the money.
Yeah, sadly. Madness.
But it's like he's looking at it like, oh, we have Chilwell. We need a backup. Like, okay, well, even if you get Cucurella as someone who's not a backup, it's healthy competition for Chilwell to step up. Because let's be honest, who's the competition for Chilwell now? Marcus
There's none.
Alonso? There's none. So he's gonna start every day. And on top of that, like, surely, you must understand
Don't
by
call me
now, and
Shirley.
every Chelsea player, every Chelsea fan should understand by now. We have a packed schedule. We need
They don't.
rotation.
They don't understand. That's the thing. After the international break in September, we are literally playing every 3 to 4 days
Hmm.
in different competitions. It's madness. And also, what's this? I don't like to this, but situation. What if Chilwell doesn't fully recover like this season?
Yeah.
And doesn't get a lot of games due to Cucurella starting, right? What if then next summer he goes, you know what? I need first team football, but I need to play a lot of minutes. I need a loan next season. That could happen,
Mhm.
right? We have to get
Yeah.
them bringing in another left back to back up Cucurella. That could happen, you know.
Yeah.
That could certainly happen. It's like no one understands the schedule coming up. The schedule is packed after that stupid international break in September. We're playing Champions League group games, all of them before the World Cup, and whatever League Cup games we progress through, plus
Mhm.
midweek Premier League games. We're going to play like 17. We're going to play nearly half the league games before the World Cup, before
Yeah.
the middle of November. No one
Andrew, our
understands.
schedule was packed last season. But
Yeah.
we played as many
63
games as we
games last
possibly
year.
Exactly. The only games we didn't play were 2 semi-finals in the Champions League and the Champions League
Yeah,
final itself.
but that was spread over an entire season, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's me
the
backing
group
up your
games-
point even more.
I know,
That
the
the
group
schedule's
games-
even worse for us. We need
Worse.
Yeah.
these players.
It's worse. And remember,
This season, I think we're going to play 67 at least, maximum.
but also
Ugh.
the guys come back a week after the World Cup finishes. Yeah, not like the usual in the summer, like a month or 6 weeks after.
Yeah.
It's a
week.
week after. And look, all of them aren't going to make it, but no doubt one of the big nations that has a lot of players, or a couple of them are going to make it to at least the semi-final, right?
Mhm.
At least that. So, and we could be hampered by that. You know what I mean?
And just to put things into perspective too, is that look at what happens when we rotate the squad. Our quality drops drastically. Look at what happened against Burnley. We had to rotate the squad and we had to play Ross Barkley. And we lost. We drew or lost? I think we lost. That's not good. You don't want to rotate your squad and have your quality drop. If anything, you want to maintain the same amount of quality of football with a rotated squad than you would with the starting team. Remember back in the days when in Drogba, Lampard days when we had to play FA Cups, it would still have a strong squad no matter what. Still a very, very strong squad. The quality wouldn't drop that much. When we rotate squad here, you could tell we struggle against smaller teams.
But Marshall,
so bringing Cucurella as a rotation option is not a bad thing to me at all, and I don't know why he sees it this way.
There are Chelsea fans. Remember last summer, Chelsea fans who said we have the best squad depth in the league.
Oh yeah, no, that's sure turned out to not be true, and that's another argument for why
I thought we
wrong.
had the second squad depth
I know, but Chris, the fact that you thought that, and I didn't necessarily believe all of it, but the fact of we thought that as a fan base, and we were proven wrong so badly last summer, or last season, and yet there are still Chelsea fans that think, oh, Chilwell's going to be okay again. Oh, we don't need a backup to Reece James. We don't need this guy. We don't need that guy. We'll be okay. And all of a sudden, Kante gets injured, Kovacic gets injured, Reece James gets an injury, Chilwell doesn't play well, he plays poorly, and all of a sudden we get exposed again and we fall apart, and Chuka will get sacked.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Pretty much. All right, boys, let's continue watching this video.
I'm going to want to sit on the bench. People are telling me that Cucurella can play as a left centre half, and yes, we've seen him do that for Brighton very well, but he gives us 5'8". His main position is left back. Don't pay £50 million.
What?
He's 5'8".
He's 5'8", guys. Guys, he's 5'8". He can't do it.
How tall is Aspie? I think
Aspie's
Aspie's quite short too.
Go back again. I can't even hear what he says.
Wait. All right. You want me to go back? Okay, hold on.
He's 5'8". He's 5'8".
Guys.
Left centre half, and yes, we've seen him do that for Brighton very well, but he gives us 5'8".
He's 5'8", guys. We've seen him do it for Brighton really well, but he's 5'8".
Does he realise there's a back three?
By the way, he played left centre back against us.
Yep.
Did this guy
did really good
about Koundé? This guy complain about Koundé at all? Did he want Koundé?
I don't know.
Yep, he wants.
Because guess what? Koundé is one of the best defenders in the world, and he's not.
He's like 5'9". 5'9".
He's 5'9". Guys, Koundé, he can't come to this club. He's 5'9".
Yeah, he's
Does
5'9".
Does he know Cucurella will be playing left wing back, not left centre back?
But even if he does play left, he can play both left centre back. That's the beauty of a back three, because the other side is the main guy is supposed to be the taller guy.
No, Andrew, I get it. But if his argument was if we bought Cucurella to be our left centre back, if that was his argument, then fine, fair enough. Because people have also used the same thing for
his secondary position.
But we're starting him to be a wing back.
Yeah.
But what is the complaint about?
He's not going to play left centre back against Spurs this weekend. You know what I mean? He's going to play left wing back against Spurs this weekend. He's not left centre back.
Guys, he's 5'8". He's gonna get dunked on. We can't have him in this team.
Hey, he's a midget apparently.
Yeah, Steph Curry's gonna come and just jump over him.
I've seen him out jump people for crosses. So.
And then here we got Chris measuring jumps for Cucurella on the low.
Yeah.
You see Chris on the pitch with the little ruler.
Rory is a small man as well, so maybe there's that.
Rory's like 5'3", isn't he?
I can't believe he even mentioned the height, but all right, let's continue.
Let's continue, boys.
His main position is left back. Don't pay £50 million to put somebody out of position. Play people where they are supposed to play. It is so obvious that Chelsea need reinforcements in so many positions on the pitch. How are we involved in this Cucurella shout? How are we trying to hijack this deal? And what comes with this deal is yet more good news. Levi Colwill could be a makeshift in securing this deal. So Levi Colwill could go the other way. Are Chelsea seriously not going to learn from the mistakes of previous seasons? We are still reeling from...
Oh, shut up!
Do you know what?
I'm so tired of hearing this.
Do you know
God.
what? Do you know
I can
what?
see why you not hate him. I can see why you not hate him.
You know what? This is why you don't make videos like this
Oh my
until the
God.
transfer's done.
I
Until the
can see
transfer's
why.
done, you just don't
Yeah.
do it. You wait until the transfer's done, wait for the details of that transfer, and then you do it like that. Yeah?
Was this not from like a day ago?
No, it's from
No,
before
this
the
was
tra-
last week, I think.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Before
before
the
the
transfer-
deal
oh,
went
okay.
through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
before
it obviously it's a little out of context at the time. We didn't really know if Levi Cole was going to go on a loan, on a permanent, and all this. But even if you didn't know that, surely you're listening to the news and you're seeing that this Levi Colwell kid wants to go. His agent is pushing for a permanent move, and all this. All the rumors are saying that his agent's pushing for a permanent move. He's 18, has no Premier League experience, and feels like he needs to have at least a rotational role or some playing time, guaranteed playing time in the club. Like, come on! Like, as an adult, you. As an adult, let's just say you're a business owner, right?
Yeah.
And you hire this new kid, and the kid, entry level job. There's a certain wage that comes with an entry level job, and this kid comes in and says, "Hey, listen, I want you to give me 5 more quid than what you're giving me in the entry level job." You tell the kid to go fuck off. You have no experience in this industry. You're new, you're young. This is entry level position. You can go straight back to where you came from and look for another fucking job. This is essentially the same thing with Levi Cole was essentially going through and asking for, or his agents asking for whatever. I'm butchering my words here because this guy has me a little frustrated for what just the
lie.
fact of
Exactly.
mentioning
Like when people say learn from our and when these Cobham lovers say learn from our mistakes. Okay, let's look at how many of our youth academy players that or young players we sold have actually turned out to be world class or top class. We only have KDB, Lukaku, Courtois doesn't count because we were actually using him and he fucked off.
Fair
So
enough.
Courtois doesn't count. It's only 2, by the way. I'll give you Tomori and I'll give you Tammy. That's only 4. That's only 4 players.
Tammy's a
The rest
stretch.
of them-
Tammy's a
no one
stretch,
mentions-
but yeah.
No one mentions when we needed a left back for years because Aspie was playing there. No one said let's bring back Ryan Bertrand or Patrick Van Aanholt. No one talks about when we need a centre back, Matt Miazga. No one talks about we need a forward, Jeremy Boga and Sassuolo, who's doing nothing, by the way. We've needed a right back for a couple of years now, or for a few years now. No one said, why don't we go by Ola Aina? I've just named you basically a starting 11 of youth academy players that no one mentions because they're bums. Majority of players from Cobham, hate to break it to you guys, they're just like average players. They excel at youth level, but in reality, they're only good enough to play mid-Premier League, Championship, maybe playing abroad at a mid-table level. Like, they're not good enough to a world-class level where they have to be in the captain. Reece James is fine. Christensen and Mount. The rest of them are meh. Ruben's been in our squad and he's 27 years old, and he's still meh.
The
Like, let's just be
demon wants to
honest,
come
guys.
out.
Listen,
Fran,
when
you
someone
I'm
sounded
working
like-
on it.
Fran, you literally talking about him referring that. I think you refer him Rory as a Cobham sexual then, if you say that.
Yeah.
But what they're failing to understand is that Cobham, the program is great, right? Because it prepares the guys for life, right? Gives them education, because some of them aren't going to make it. It's a great program, but we don't have the greatest players there. Yeah, these guys aren't all going to make it in football or at the highest level, right? It's just not going to happen. But it's a great program because it prepares the guys for every aspect of life. Yeah, you get the education there while you get while you play football as well, and it's up to them. It's up to them afterwards then whether they make it or not. But that's why it's a good program, not necessarily that we have the best youth or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's continue this, boys.
From the mistake of letting Victor Mori go to AC Milan. We're still reeling from the mistake of letting Tammy Abraham go to Roma.
Shut up.
And yet again, we are going to prioritise bringing players in when we have adequate reinforcements who could be an integral part of Chelsea Football Club for over a decade.
So
Wait,
Marshall, hold on
what
for a sec.
adequate reinforcements are you
Probably
talking
gonna say
about,
it.
bro?
it's probably going to say it. So
Wait, Marshall, hold on 1 second. Marshall, Tammy Abraham, by the way, he's had a good season at Roma, but in reality, he hasn't even outscored the likes of Domenico Berardi, who's an average winger. He's barely outscored Victor Osimhen, who's spent the majority of the season injured. Tomori's the only one I'll give you because he's rated by Maldini. But you know whose fault it is? Tomori's gone.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard, the
Your
manager.
boy
This
Lampard
guy
there, Rory.
said I'd rather get relegated with.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
no.
It's your boy
That's a very
Lampard,
good
Rory.
point. That's a very
Your
good
boy,
point.
Yeah.
Kai,
He's not
don't
here.
get me demonetized. That's all I'm saying. All right, Kai.
It's a
What's up,
demon.
man? You're probably gonna get me demonetized
Kai, don't
anyways.
hold back, Kai. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Hey man, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
yes.
you, bro.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't think this clown would bring you out, but here we are.
course he does.
Me being proven
man,
wrong.
you know what? When he's talking, he's gonna be. First of all, Cucurella is a better left wing back than Chilwell. I love Chilwell. Everybody knows I love Chilwell.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Cucurella
yeah.
is something else. You can just watch it for 3 minutes and
Yes.
just look at his awareness, like his passing, like the way he is on the ball, the way he is off the ball. He knows where to be. His crossing is, for me, is like he has like similar to Reece James level of crossing, like where he can pinpoint it. Like Sterling was this close from scoring from that cross.
Yes.
And then he talks about like Colwell being blah blah blah. He's gonna be for the next 10 years based on what? You remember?
Exactly.
You remember Gay when he was about to go to Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now look at Gahey.
Look at
last
him
game.
now, bro. Look at him now. He's making mistake left and right. These guys, they're just everything for them is just over fucking reaction, man. And
Yeah.
you know, before Lampard came in, none of these fuckers gave a fuck about the youth. The only thing, the only reason they give a fuck about the youth now is because of Reece James and Mason Mount, who kind of moved away from that. That youth are used for money, you know, for trafficking, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And now they're actually a part of the team. But that doesn't mean that every fucking youth player who's good at the youth level is gonna turn into a superstar. Go look, for example, at the under 21 Portuguese team. I think it was under 21 or under 19 Portuguese team who won the World Cup a year or two ago. Look at those players now. Where are they now? All the superstars. Those. It just shows you youth level and top level are completely different, which is why big clubs don't rely on youth to win trophies.
Yep.
They can sparkle them around the team, but they never use them to build an entire 11. And, and those homosexuals, the way that they act, man, like every fucking youth that where's Solanke now, man? Please,
Yeah.
because I remember when Solanke was going to play, everybody was like, "This guy, he's such a good striker, blah blah blah. How are we sending him away?" He literally got terminated by fucking Brighton because he wasn't good enough. And now he's back in the
I
championship.
just said it, Kai. The program is great, but all the players aren't going to be great. Do you know what I mean? It's about they prepare the guys for life, right? They give them an education, and then they give them play football, and then it's up to them to make it. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like you're right, because if you look at every top team in the world, how many youth players come through in the last 10 years? Maybe a maximum of 3 in some of the sides. Maybe. I bet it's only 1 or 2 though. Liverpool last 20 years of Liverpool, there's only been one youth product that's come through and established himself.
Yeah.
And that's Trent.
And what happened?
Even if people come through, by the way, doesn't mean they're quality. Like Man United have this crazy stat of a youth academy player in their squad in the past 20 years, 30 years, something mad like that.
Yeah.
But like they have McTominay and Rashford and
95%
Lingard in their squad. Like that doesn't count.
Bro,
Just because you have a youth academy in there doesn't mean anything if they're
And
not
on
on
what-
the level.
And what baffles me is why do they want youth in the team so bad? It's not like we were
Yeah.
more successful when we had youth players than we were when we had superstars in our teams.
What makes me
So
laugh
it
is that
doesn't make sense to me because it's
Kai-
like the sample size is so fucking small that I don't realize this new
Kai,
obsession
what
with the
makes
youth.
me laugh,
I don't get it.
These guys who want the youth team in will be the first to criticise the youth players for doing something wrong because they're the most criticised. It's just, oh man.
Well, not
let's
even
move
that. They want a youth kid who's proven nothing and they think they just deserve a place in the team. But a player that we spend money on, 100 mil, 50 mil, see whatever. Like, let me use the two examples of Lukaku and Werner, who have proven it in other leagues. They want those guys sold immediately because they're not good enough. A youth academy player like Cho, who's been in our squad for 4 years and shown nothing, we should give him another season for him to do
Bro.
something. Why? Lukaku and Werner are proven. Why not give them a chance? I'm not saying we should, by the way, using those two as examples because they're the ones
Yeah.
that we all hate. Those are just two examples.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
for me, what's mad for me is Cho. If you guys, I said it on Lewis's channel. If any of you know, like, do your taxes or know anything about finance, Cho is basically a liability, bro. He's a liability in the fact that he's just money that's going to waste that we're losing. He doesn't offer anything on the pitch. He's just, I don't understand what's the point of him. Maybe a few shirt sales, but that
Hey,
doesn't pay his wages.
Let him
Does he
ball
really
out.
get money now?
Let him ball out somewhere else. He does nothing for us.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
boys,
that's what
let's
I'm saying.
continue.
It's useless.
Yeah, let's
I- I-
continue. We're
Go on,
only
Red
3
on.
minutes into this. Hold on, let's continue.
9-minute video.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel needs to take some responsibility here. Why doesn't he ever back the youth? Why is he prioritising Ross Barkley over Billy Gilmore? Why is Billy Gilmore being sent home from the United States while Ross Barkley stays out there? How does that make
Marshall,
any
I'm
sense?
sorry. Just pause that.
Pause.
I had a pause too. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
We're trying to get to this video,
Hold
people. I
on.
promise you. But as soon as you said that, I'm just like, oh
Frank
my god.
Lampard prioritized Ross Barkley over Gilmore. That's one. Two, in our squad, Tuchel has played more youth academy players than Frank has. And I'm not including Reece James, Christensen, Mount, Tammy. Those four, Ruben, those five are not included as youth players. And Tuchel has still played more than Frank has. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. He just doesn't like
He
Tuchel
gave
because he's got
Trevor
hired over
Chalobah his
Frank.
debut. He gave Trevor Chalobah his debut, and none of us were talking about Trevor Chalobah. Yet he saw the talent in the kid and gave him his debut.
Bro, but
How can you?
people don't like
yeah.
what bothers me about this, yeah, as people don't realize the main goal for Chelsea as a football club, it's not to develop youth. Every big club around the planet, youth is just one of the tools that you should be using, you know, in order to fill in gaps that you can't fill in with superstars. For example, like
Yeah.
backups. And if you get like one or two, like a Pedri or a Messi or all these kind of superstar, you put them in. In our example, it's Mount and Reese. It's not something that should be a goal. The goal should be to win major trophies. That's the point of sports, right? Like the reason we play sports is to win competitions, to win trophies. So I don't understand why this new obsession came to give the youth a chance. The youth should never be a goal, though. It's not how sports work.
And 2 points too. Like to Kai's point about earlier. I think my theory is a lot of these fans like Rory, I think they fantasize about getting the next reincarnation of Terry. Proper, came through the academy, Chelsea legend. That was one player. One player.
We've arguably
It doesn't
got two
happen
of them.
that
We've got two of
often.
them. We've arguably got two of them now in James. Whatever you think is Reece
Yeah.
James and Mount. We've got two of them. Yeah, no club.
We'll see what happens in the future, but yeah, we got 2 of them
By the
in
way,
the team.
It
No
killed me when he
club.
says Cucurella is too short. I'm like, bro, you're literally one of Snow White's dwarfs, man. You're like 4'11".
Oh my god! But the other thing too is like, is he ignoring the fact that even before this Cucurella signing, we signed Chukwuemeka, Hutchinson, and the other Solanke? No, not Solanke. I'm sorry. The other one from Chicago Fire, the goalkeeper. We're
Slurina.
signing all the Slurina. Yeah, we're signing all these younger kids or younger talents for the future. Yeah, he's sitting here pretending that Chelsea, the board, and Tuchel aren't thinking about the future of Chelsea. They're not thinking about the youth.
And when did Tuchel ever prioritize Ross Barkley? When did
Ross
he
Barkley
ever
played 2 games off the top of my head, I think. One was
Ross
Champions League and
Barkley.
Burnley. That's it.
Yeah, but
Ross Barkley can't leave because no one wants him.
yeah.
That's the reason he's not. That's the reason he's not prioritizing, and he's prioritizing Gilmore, trying to get him more minutes because he couldn't give him minutes because of the midfielders we had.
Yeah,
In
Gilmore
the
at the
squad.
moment is not good enough for Chelsea. Like we can argue it and we can have our opinions about it,
Plus,
but
it
the
slows
reality
his
is,
development. It slows
yeah,
his
the reality
development
is,
staying.
the man who runs the football club, his goal as an employee is for Chelsea to be successful. His goal is not here to develop youth. So if
Exactly.
you can develop youth on the way, that's great. But it's not. It's more like a side quest than the main quest.
It's a
you know what I mean?
bonus. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
you say
bonus.
develop youth. You say develop youth. We've got the most youth academy players like in our squad, like in our 18, playing for our actual 11 than
Yeah.
most of the top 6.
Yeah.
Than anyone in the top 6 actually.
Yeah.
We have the most youth academy players, and
Yeah, I
it's still
think
not
we have
good
more
enough
than
for
Liverpool, more than City.
Yeah.
City, who did they
Yeah.
have? They have Alex.
They have
Foden. That's it.
Foden.
That's it. Foden.
And it's Cole Palmer
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, they might have like.
I don't know who the hell that
We,
is.
we won the Champions League with these youth players, and yet it's still not good enough. They still want more. Like, what do you want us to do?
They want
Should we
whole
never
11.
buy a player
Yeah,
again?
they
Because
want the whole
because
11.
people say, "Oh, Cobham has the answers." Cobham has the answers for what? We haven't won a league title in 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, damn. Wow.
I just
All right,
don't get why it
boys.
matters.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's ridiculous. Let's continue.
Why is Trevor Chalobah the only player that has been brought through from the youth team by Thomas Tuchel? I truly don't understand why this is happening.
'Cause he was good
before
enough.
anyone starts, this isn't about do I rate Cucurella? Do I think he would be a great player? Of course I do. I was at the game. Chelsea played Brighton between Christmas and New Year, and I had some glorious seats that day. I was sitting right on top in Ken Bates' old director's box, sitting right on top of Cucurella's wing. He tore us apart. He was integral to everything that they did. It was a game where Welbeck scored from that cross. A great player, a brilliant player who was clearly
Where did he play?
Brighton's best player last season. You know, he was their player of the year for a reason. A fantastic player with so many attributes who is going to go on and have a flourishing career.
All right, hold on. I had to pause because we got a super chat. Regal Park, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We appreciate it, buddy. His take on Cuckoo is the most ridiculous commentary. In 25 minutes versus Everton, Cuckoo was better than our whole team. He forgets when Chile and Reese went down and played Saul at wingback.
Yeah.
Ooh, even I forgot about Saul at wingback. Fucking Christ. Yeah, that was not a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a good time.
The only reason he's mad about Cucurella is because he knows he's gonna challenge Chilwell and potentially might take the position away from him, and he hates the fact that an English person is gonna lose their position to a foreigner. I know Rory. I've watched him a few times, and that's how he thinks, man. He likes Chilwell a lot, and he's annoyed about it. But the way I look at it is, we have two very good wing backs. In case last season, if you remember how our season went because of Marcos Alonso, every counter-attack got destroyed because of Marcos Alonso. So the way I look at it as we have two solutions rather than one solution, one problem. The way he's looking at it, because he's just selfish. He's looking at it from his own subjective point of view. You know, I want more English players in our team, but it's not like Chilwell is gonna die now. He's just gonna might play less, might have to compete for a position, which I don't think is a bad thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a bad
Because
thing
he's
either. If anything, it
emotional.
pushes him better.
He doesn't want squad depth. Like, people bring up, like, oh, Terry came from our academy. Yeah, and who did Terry have to learn off and fight against?
Yeah.
Like, Frank Lampard, Drogba. Look at the amount of
He had
strikers.
Carvalho near him.
Look at the amount of strikers we said has flopped. Like, well, I'm not didn't flop, but like Fernando Torres, for example. Part of the reason why Torres flopped, a big part, is because Drogba just fought for his place and ended up being better than him. Like, Lampard played with Ballack, Essien, Deco, John Obi Mikel. If this is today, in this day and age, people would be saying, oh, we don't need ex-midfielder because it will take Mason Mount's place. Like, do you know how ridiculous that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I wanna-
absurd.
I want to point
Go ahead,
out how
Chris.
he said, playing Cucurella and centre back. Didn't Cucurella play centre back against us?
Left centre back, yeah. Left centre
Yeah,
back.
and
centre back.
Yeah, in the very game he's talking about with his
Yeah.
He got an
glorious
assist as
seats.
well. Didn't get an assist.
Hold on, Cucurella did play as a left centre back at one point.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, in that
against
game
us.
against us.
But for me, it's the same thing like the debate we had today at Lewis's channel. It's the same thing when you play Reese as a center back. For me, it kind of ruins their development, because I think they're like very good wing backs. Like, they have more qualities to be wing backs and full backs than they do center backs. I think you take a lot from their games if you kind of shoehorn them into those positions. Yeah, they can play them, but that's not the main position where they should play. You know what I mean?
But it's
By the
not
way,
like he's
just,
overusing
if
them
you
as centre
want-
back, though.
If you want to have a club that develops youth, then don't support Chelsea, support Southampton.
Yeah, support a club who doesn't have goals.
Yeah,
Andrew,
true.
Andrew, do you know who said that?
That's what I say
Our
all the
Lord
time.
and
Yeah.
Savior, Frank Lampard.
Exactly.
Support someone else.
Exactly.
Listen to him.
Support someone else, yeah.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
Frank's really, really
By the
looking
way,
to use the Everton youth. Isn't it?
listen to his
That's why he's buying
podcast
all
that he
these
did.
defenders.
He had a podcast about why he got sacked by Chelsea, how he felt. Like really good podcast. Forgot what
Oh,
it's
Hang
okay.
on. Can you bring up?
Gonna have to.
Can you bring up Jester's last comment?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh gosh. Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
That'd be another react video we have to do, boys.
Hey,
That'd be hilarious.
keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I wanna hear
Actually,
this.
no, wait, hold on.
Yes.
Bring up explosives, gamer. Second last comment.
This
People
one
only
that
care
I brought
about
up
our
earlier.
youth. Yeah. Okay.
I
Do
mean,
you know
he's
what
not
the
wrong.
problem with that is? No, but do you know what the problem with that is?
But that's because we buy shit players.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not because
Yeah.
it's not because
That's not-
Mount has
no.
outperformed
Yeah.
anyone.
We all
since.
agree we need a
Because our
director
players
of
we bought
football.
are bad.
you
Same
look
way,
at their-
by the way.
Yeah, if you
The
look
same
at
way,
their
by the
numbers, if you look at their numbers, they have Pedro and William numbers. Those guys were French players for us before. So it's
Exactly.
not something to be so proud of, you know, like, oh my god, they have 11 goals. Those used to be the number that we like crucified William for, you know. Now all of a sudden
Yeah.
that's a standard. That's not a good sign though.
That's not a
something
good
to be
standard
proud
for
of,
me.
yeah.
Almost 40 of you guys watching. Make sure you smash that like button so that we can fix Rory of his delusion. But let's continue.
But why are Chelsea prioritising another left back? This is what I don't understand. And this is my issue with this signing. Chelsea need an overarching strategy. Our director of football is Todd Bowley, a man who has never worked in European sport before, a man who has never worked in football
Stop.
before.
Stop.
And he's-
Fuck
He
this guy.
said-
We're gonna be
he
here all
said-
night, man.
Our DOESN is Todd Bowley, but hold on. How many signings that we have been handled by Todd Bowley? Sterling, Koulibaly, Nago Cucurella. Isn't that Todd Bowley works though?
Signed the Aston
Yeah,
Villa
he's been
director.
good. But he has advisors. People think he himself just goes in there alone and just start negotiating deals.
But
He has
fine,
lawyers
because
with him. There's a
Because
lot of
people think this is FIFA. People think I type in Cucurella.
yeah.
how
You see,
much?
you see,
Yeah.
Czech with the fucking helmet and.
Exactly.
But the thing he got ridiculed for when he had that meal with all like the club owners or whatever directors last week, a couple of weeks ago. Part of that he uses, apparently, it's reported Todd Bowley used that to discuss deals or start deals for Cucurella and that Aston Villa kid, Chucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Chukwuemeka, whatever his name is. Chukwuemeka, sorry. Chukwuemeka.
Chuck.
That's what he used that to
I
discuss.
don't even let
He
me
used
try
that
to
to stop.
pronounce
That's
that.
what they call. Hang on, guys. it's what they call networking, right? You have dinners and lunches with people. You do networking, right? But let's go because we're only 4 minutes in. We're not even halfway.
Hey,
I know. We're not gonna get through this video,
Yeah,
Andrew.
let
Andrew,
me
did you
just-
see how many
let me
people
just
were
throw it
around
out
him?
there.
So
How
many
many
hot
people were
takes.
That
His
Aston
advice
Villa,
is with
that
him. It's not
Aston
like he
Villa
goes
kid,
alone.
yeah. I dare
I don't
him
know.
to flop. I have a slander name for him ready. I dare him to flop.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why you want him to
already,
flop, huh?
Like, the kid has achieved his dream to be a Chelsea player. He's a
Yeah.
Chelsea fan. They're already trying to
You
ruin his
want to
life.
make it?
Let's go.
Hey, let me
dream.
live. Let me live. We're not winning Premier Leagues. Let me live.
Oh, let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Has taken over a role that he's obviously not equipped to do. He is obviously not ready to be a director of football.
Shut the.
It is not his role, and why we are going in for him, I honestly do not know. It makes you wonder what the thinking is here. It makes you wonder what strategy we're thinking of employing next year. Let's genuinely explore. 3 at the back, Cucurella as the left side of that.
Oh, fuck off! You know he's not going to play as a left center back. Your argument is about Chilwell, and you're talking about, 3 at the back, let's experiment with him at the... You know that's not the position that he's being
Yeah.
brought into this team for. You're being disingenuous on purpose now.
No, but
Yeah, he's
I
been,
want to fight. I want to know.
That's
Like,
gentleman.
does he not know we bought Koulibaly? I want him to mention because if Cucurella is a left center back, I want him to mention Koulibaly and where he's going to play. He needs to mention Koulibaly in this video. I want to know.
This is absurd. And you know what actually makes me mad too is the fact that he's pretending
His
like
button
Todd
up his
Bowley is
shirt.
coming into this like.
Total makes me mad.
I was gonna mention that. I don't understand why there's buttons on the flaps, but besides the point,
Total makes me mad.
what makes me really mad is how quickly he is to undermine the history that Todd Bowley has with sports and the successes he's had with the Dodgers and the Lakers, pretending that's not going to help him in any way in this job, that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's never done this before. This man has built teams before. He knows what he's doing.
Marshall.
It's like, Oh my.
But no, but
Marshall,
here's the
before
thing,
anyone
Yes.
goes
Marshall.
ahead,
You're
before
giving
anyone goes
you're
hang
giving
on,
Rory
Prime,
the
hang on,
credit
Prime,
of
hang on, Prime,
thinking he.
hang on,
Prime,
Prime,
let
Sorry.
Andrew
Prime,
finish his point.
Oh,
Bro.
sorry.
No, let me just say, 44 in here. Let's smash the likes, like and share the video, and you haven't done so, subscribe. Thank you.
Smash
for
the
joining
like
us.
so you can lower my blood
Go
pressure
ahead,
right
Prime.
now.
Go ahead, Prime.
Yeah, this is just like old times reacting to Rory. Anyway, like, Marshall,
Go away, yeah.
I love you, bro. But you're giving. Go away,
Oh yeah, stop, bro. Stop it, bro. Come on.
Okay. Marshall, I love you, bro, but you're giving Rory too much credit for thinking he knows about what Paulie's done in his past. You're giving him way too much credit.
I think he's doing it on purpose. He has to be. There's no way. Like, this guy can't be this shallow. There's no way.
Keep going.
Let's
Watch
continue.
more Rory videos and you'll know.
No, I'm okay. Let's continue.
Ben Chilwell outside him. Surely, if we're going to spend £50 million, that isn't what we do. Surely that doesn't make sense. Cucurella's best position is to play left back. So, if we're going to sign somebody who, what you're losing by not playing him left back, you're losing his expertise in that position, and getting somebody who isn't expert in their position at left centre half. 5'8" as well, as a left centre half.
He's not a left centre half. He's a left back. He's a left back.
I just don't quite understand it. I'm not convinced that he would
strange
accept
thing,
this deal either, Cucurella. I feel like he is desperate to link up with Pep Guardiola. He put in that transfer
Let's hope.
request with
Let's
Brighton
just say
to
and hope.
sign for Man
But
City
we
and Guardiola.
mention Koulibaly, you midget fraud.
No, he just prime. He just doesn't. He's trying to find like reasoning in his head for Cucurella not to join because he wants to link
But
with
if he
Pep. Blah blah
wants,
blah.
I don't know. Fuck
Why
off.
are we signing this foreigner? That's what he wants to say.
Bro, who buttons their polo all the way up, man? It's so weird. He looks like. You know
Who
what he looks
buttons
like?
the flaps?
You know what he looks like? You know those dolls that you put your hands in and you. That's what he dressed like, bro. Hand dolls.
Like the ventriloquist dolls.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like that, actually. Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
Buy his clothes from Baby Gap.
Balking at the £50 million price tag, and Chelsea have come swooping in. And my question is why? Why are we doing that? Brighton know he's going to go. Brighton have already been looking for replacements. But we tried to sign Nathan Ake. I wonder if we're reeling from that not working out. But I don't know. Are we trying to save face here? After the Rafinha debacle, the Jules Koundé debacle, are we trying to make a statement? Are we trying to ease Man City out of position? Are we trying to show them that we still compete? Is this a statement? Is this a bold move to show the world that we have hijacked a
Or
player from Man City?
or just assign a very good left back.
Yeah, what does this have to do with Rafinha?
He's trying
Or
to
any
convince
of
himself,
that?
Marshall. He's trying to
Why is Cucurella the statement signing? We signed Koulibaly and Raheem Sterling. Why is
Yeah.
Cucurella the statement signing?
I mean, he is. He's one of the best left backs in the Premier
Well,
League.
he is great, but like,
but
it's not a
Kai,
statement
Kai.
signing.
I'm not disrespecting him, but like we signed Raheem Sterling and Koulibaly. Why is Cucurella the one that has to be the statement signing that he's arguing for? Like,
Because he likes Show. I told you, he really likes Chilwell.
But I don't know.
Because they have the same hair.
Koulibaly's the one who blocked Colwell's path.
How
If we
about?
think about it, right?
But how about we actually probably thought that Cucurella was going to sign for City? It was all good,
Yeah.
but suddenly, like with some deals, it just breaks down. We were given opportunity. We spoke to Cucurella's representatives, like it was in like reported. Todd Bowley messaged or phoned the agents, and they flew out to Greece where he's staying. And we, how about that? How about isn't the story actually we just took advantage of a situation? City weren't going to pay more than 40 million.
Yeah.
Or what? But and we how about it's just a normal transfer? How about
Pretty
just
much.
That? How about just
So-
that?
It's a very good transfer. That's what it is. Chelsea saw
No,
an
but
opportunity.
why is there like? How about we went for Nathan Ake because at the time Cucurella didn't seem available.
No, but also they did an interview with the Tuchel where he said he was watching Cucurella for a while. He just wasn't expecting him to be available because
Exactly.
he thought he's gonna go to City.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. At
he's
the time
admiring him
it
for a
was.
while, man. The club was admiring.
See
Cucurella
what
is
you guys
not.
are doing.
Yeah, he's not a
You
fill
guys
gap.
are using.
It's not like
you guys
what
are
United
using-
they're trying to do with Rabiot. You know, he's a very good player, man. It's not a gap filler, man. It's an opportunity that Chelsea took.
You guys are using logic and reasoning. We don't do that over here, according to Rory. You don't do that.
Yeah, the 411 club doesn't
it's-
use logic, bro. It's too high. It's too high up.
Yeah.
It's just like if we didn't move in for Cucurella, he would have just been a Brighton player. Like that. That's just a regular transfer, like you guys.
I
said.
I don't think so, man. I think somebody else will snap him up.
I think
Maybe.
Arsenal would
Maybe.
have snapped him up. Probably.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's continue.
A player that Man City, at least for the time being, seem to have walked away from. Is that what we're doing? I mean, I genuinely think that this senseless strategy at Chelsea is going to continue, and maybe we are just buying players to make a statement. Are we realistically going to spend £50 million on a left back and then 2 years later spend another £50 million on another left back and then play that left back out of position? It really doesn't make sense to me. But I'm starting to get very concerned about Chelsea's form going into this new season. I really am.
Wait, hold on.
Because there was
One second.
Stop.
Let's
Your connection, Prime.
Oh,
No. Oh, I think we lost Prime.
Look, play it
Oh.
again.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
I don't
Yeah, we
Can you
can
guys hear
hear
me?
you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
let's just assume in some reality Rory's right for a second. Let's just assume.
not.
Pretend. Play pretend. Why isn't Rory making a video about why we desperately need a director of football? Because we're just spending useless money. Cucurella, Lukaku, Werner, Havertz, players who are just flopping all over the place.
I don't know. Maybe he just forgot about the football director.
Okay,
He-
cool.
he probably
Because
forgot
that to me is a bigger concern. Like if we're spending all this money on useless players, then we need a director of football. Instead of saying Cucurella is a
We
bad
do.
signing, no shit, he's a bad signing. Then get a director of football. That should be my video, but whatever.
But
Is
even
it- is
then,
it-
like, right now, he just mentioned the form, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does that have to do with us signing Cucurella? If anything, that would help our form.
I want
don't
to
get
say
the
to
context here,
want
but-
to say to Val is that he has a fair 0.50+ million. How much was Jota? Was he like 47 million?
40 million. It's 40.
How much was Cater?
Okay.
How much was
Yeah,
Cater?
Yeah, Chris
66
clapping back at you, Velvishon. What's going on, man?
million.
Yeah, where
but-
does Cater play every game?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
But
wow.
Chris, I'll do you one better. City in
Oxlade
one
Chamberlain
window.
was 40.
I
Ooh,
know.
City-
City's easy. I just want to go to Liverpool.
Oh yeah, fine. you're welcome.
Did
City's
you guys
easy.
see the new rumors about De Jong? Apparently, Chelsea are gonna offer 75 million.
I need to. There's not enough tier like things that I'm just seeing. Just random Twitter accounts say it. I'm not seeing like. I know there was one that was linked to Jared Romero, but I'm not seeing anything else. So, I'll wait for that one.
Let me
But
just
no,
be
yeah,
happy, Andrew. Let me
always-
dream, bro. Let me dream, man. You know how much I love this player, man. I swear he's like top.
You can dream,
three
bro.
of my favorite
I'm
players
the
in-
same, man. I'm the same. I think we will get him, but I just need like
Barcelona
a bit more,
are a
a bit more,
really
a bit more.
conniving bunch, man.
What-
Bro,
Barcelona
what
are
do
a
you
really
expect from a club
conniving
that sells
bunch.
chocolate in their fucking mega store, bro.
But you know what I want to see? Yeah, we signed De Jong, and he's playing in midfield with Jorginho. I want that will drive the fan base crazy.
I do
wanna
not
see
want that. As much as I don't have an issue with Jorginho, I don't want that, bro.
it. No. But Kai, for chaos purposes in our fan base, I want to see it.
Why
Sounds
though?
for
I want my club
purposes.
to be good. I don't care about what the fan base
Let's
does.
finish
This
the
is
video, man.
interesting.
Let's finish the video. I try to.
So many things that I took for granted. I thought that Clear Lake and Bowley were going to come in with a strategy, and there doesn't seem to be one. I
What
thought
are you
that Bowley
talking
and Clear
about?
Lake were going to come in and obviously realise that when you let Romelu Lukaku leave, when you let Tammy Abraham leave, you need a clear, obvious centre half.
Okay.
That's
Bully
hard.
had nothing to do with Tammy.
Yeah.
Bully had nothing to do with Tammy.
I don't know, man. Like, why is he talking about Tammy in this context then? When we talk
I
about,
don't know why Tammy's gone. He left over a year ago. Guys.
I think this guy's grasping at straws just to be right about this because he really, really just wants Chilwell to be the starting left back and is afraid that Cucurella will come into this team and take over. And even if he does, who's to say that Cucurella might not be the next Ashley Cole for this team?
I
Just
told you-
dominates
I
that
told you
position
what's
for
gonna
years.
happen. In 2 months' time, when Cucurella's balling out, this fucker's going to release another video saying how good he was, or something like that. Or I'm glad we signed the best left back in the league, or something like that. That's what he's going to say. That's what he's going to say. We all know it. We all know why he does it. Big up to him. He gets the reaction to it, which we're doing right now. But it's like you're intellectually disingenuous, man. You're
This is
Honestly.
hilarious.
Honestly.
All right, let's continue.
Centre forward, forgive me. And we haven't signed one. It was a prerequisite that Chelsea signed a centre forward. Kai Havertz as a false nine doesn't work. He averages 6 goals a season. He isn't a false nine. He is, again, playing out of position. You don't want to have somebody who's as good as Kai Havertz playing in his natural position, playing through the middle, because you lose him in the position that he should be playing in and you don't gain a particularly good striker. Timo Werner's never going to score enough goals. Christian Pulisic's never going to score enough goals. Hakim Ziyech, the best of the lot out of those three, in my opinion. You know, he can be.
Wow, I actually agree with him.
And has probably had more standout moments than Kai Havertz, with the exception of what happened in Porto. Like, think about that goal he scored against Tottenham. It was exceptional. But we need somebody who we can guarantee at scoring goals. And where is that centre forward? At one point, it looked like it was going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. That's gone quiet.
Stop right there. Stop
And
right there.
where this leaves
You don't
Chelsea
need-
games
Oh,
in the
shit.
Stop
league,
right
it
there.
makes
Stop right there. Let me just. This
Yeah, go
guy
ahead.
obviously, I don't know if he's doing it, obviously doing this video, but you actually know who Thomas Tuchel is, and that he doesn't like to play with a centre forward.
Yeah, he likes to be fluid.
He
with
likes a fluid front three that mixes. When he tried to put a Cardi in at PSG, it didn't work. Yeah, Aubameyang came off the left most of the time at Dortmund. Okay, he doesn't like playing with two positions. I don't think he likes playing with a strong DM who breaks up play like that and just passes the ball, because he doesn't like to play with that, and also a centre forward who just sticks up there like a Ronaldo. That's why he doesn't want Ronaldo. For one of the reasons he doesn't want Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's
He
not
doesn't.
gonna.
He doesn't want it. It's like he doesn't want that. That's why he doesn't.
But here's the
that's why
thing, though.
Lukaku- That's why he probably did. In the end, he didn't want Lukaku. He just said yes. But
Exactly.
you know, it didn't work. So.
But here's the thing, though. Like, well, okay, we need forwards, fine, and I do agree with that, obviously. But like, when you look at the landscape of world football currently,
But yeah,
and the
he
forwards
means
are
a
available,
center nine though.
it's either we are spending over 100 mil
See you,
on a
Chris.
Leao
Yeah,
or a
thank
Joe
you, Chris.
Felix or whatever,
Thanks for coming
or
on,
we're
Chris.
taking a punt.
See you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. But yeah,
Oh,
enjoy Rory's, magic less of what 2 minutes
So
left or
we'll
a
be
minute
here
left.
for another 45 minutes. Sorry.
For the last minute.
There's a minute left of the video, man. There's a minute left.
It's now in 7 minutes. If I see like another hour and 40 minutes, you guys have serious problems.
I can't wait for Dion to. Yeah, I agree with Ray, man. I can't wait for Dion to sin, and he's like, "How dare Chelsea sign a player who has better hair than me?"
I will see you guys
Prime,
later.
go ahead.
mate.
Go ahead and finish your point,
Yeah,
Prime.
Chris.
Sorry.
Oh no, what was I saying? Like, when you look at the land, I agree with the forward stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, when you look at the landscape of world football currently, it's either we'd have to spend, let's say, over 100 mil on a Leao or a João Felix, players who I'd probably love to have, obviously, or you take a punt on unproven players like
And Cuckoo.
Sesko, who we've kind of been linked with, or a Victor Osimhen, even though he's more of a pure striker than an inside forward.
Wait, didn't Sesko sign
Or
a
a
contract
Zaha.
with RB Leipzig for next season?
Yeah, it goes next year.
Yeah. Well, again, my point being, like, the landscape isn't really that great. If we can get Sane, who looks like he's having a bit of unrest at Bayern, great.
wish.
But if we can't, then we just have to accept that we can't get one currently. Let's wait another season. It's not like we're going to win the league anyway. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I'm happy with the progress we're making. Like after
I
playing
just-
so I don't mind.
I'm sure we'll have a debate about this, like maybe after the transfer window or something like that. But the most important thing is restructuring the scouting network and getting in a DOF. That's the most important thing afterwards. It really is on that
That's
side,
what
because
we're
then we
working
can
on-
get then everyone can stop worrying about spending 70-odd million, because we can find the diamonds out there that are only going to cost like 8 to 12 million that no one's ever heard of. Do you know what I mean? Or stuff like that. So, let's finish this fucking video.
But you know what? Hold on, guys. I need to point something out. If we were to get a center forward, this motherfucker would make a video saying like, "Why are we buying a center forward? Why are we selling Broja the other direction? Have we not learned from our mistakes?" He'd be complaining about how Broja's not getting an opportunity. I know. I was going to point that out. He hasn't mentioned one thing about Broja and giving him an opportunity or any of that. And he's mentioning, "Oh, we need a center forward. We need a striker."
Yeah, it's not mentioning we brought back whatever people think. Maybe Gallagher will go in the end, but he's brought back Gallagher, brought back Broha. He's
Freaking-
he's
this
keeping
man's ridiculous.
Caliber. You know, fucking hell, this guy, man.
Ridiculous. Let's just try to finish this.
Minute left.
I'd be so fearful of how this season is going to pan out.
Oh, please shut
Everton
up.
first day of the season. Tottenham, 10 days from now. If we don't get this right soon, it's really going to be problematic. We need some decisive action. The board needs to step up. Thomas Tuchel needs to start making some correct decisions, because otherwise this season is looking... Oh, it's not looking good, is it?
I love how he didn't have any of those points when Lampard was here.
I love how he said Thomas Tuchel needs to start making correct decisions. Specifically
decisions
saying...
you agree with. Decisions you agree with. That's the translation.
What? Did you want Lampard to get Tarkowski?
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that what you wanted, Rory? Is that what you wanted, Tarkowski?
You know what he looks like? He looks like one of those nutcracker dolls, man.
No, Kai. No, you know what it is?
He does,
I
bro.
think he looks like a SpongeBob that he wants to be punched with.
Oh, my Doodle Bob.
Marshall, what he wanted is he wanted Frank to be preparing us for Ipswich away in the championship. That's what he wanted.
He looks like he's from Children of the Corn.
We'll be like, if we kept Lampard, we'd have like like the Netflix show about Sunderland. We'll have a similar as like,
Yes,
you have like with that fucking depressing ass song. It's like what happened? You know?
Oh my goodness. I love going. I love having Kai on here too.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Let's keep going.
And they were a rizz of paper behind us at the end of last season. So we really do need to make something work. But Cucurella, how is that the priority for Chelsea at the moment?
Need a left back.
He is a good player. He will do a job. But Chelsea need to prioritise. The season starts in 4 days' time. How is another left back when we have one of the best players at the club? He's a left back. How is that the priority?
It's an ACL injury, you fucking idiot. No. Jesus Christ. An ACL injury.
Why is he pretending like we didn't prioritize getting a Sterling and getting a Koulibaly before we even touch Cucurella?
No, it's mad because we used to have. I don't know if you guys like were there, all of you, when we had Ashley Cole. He's acting like Joel is Ashley Cole level, which he isn't.
Not.
And even at the time, Ashley Cole still had fucking competition, And we should do the fucking same with Joel, man. But I don't understand this.
It doesn't. It's at the same time. We used to have. It's very eerie this situation. We had Ashley Cole and Wayne Bridge, right, at the same time, yeah? The ones, right. But funny enough, Wayne Bridge was coming back from an injury or hadn't played a lot when we signed
that is eerie.
Cole. Yeah, so it's like I just he's got an ACL injury, bro. What? We're not buying. Chilwell hasn't been shit.
Andrew,
We're buying a left back.
He's clearly worried about our form. He's clearly been watching us play in the preseason.
Well,
But and Alonso's leaving. He's clearly been watching us play this preseason, but he can't see that Chilwell's struggling.
Yeah, okay, we'll just play Alonso again or Emerson.
We have one of the best left backs that is currently still recovering from his ACL.
You know what?
Like, come on, man.
Even if we don't challenge this season, still like the core that we're building this team,
Yeah.
I really like it. I really like the spine we're building, man.
Even the young players, the 18-year-old players that we're signing too, like the talent. No, but like I think there's potential there. Like I'm excited to see what these players could become.
We're finally building a skeleton to this team rather than just fucking adding random ass signings.
But say what I said earlier. Say if Chilwell comes back next summer and goes, I need more minutes, but I know I'm not going to go out on loan. Okay, that's fine. You have Cucurella there, and then do you know what? Ian Matson's at Burnley, right? He's having a season there. What if he comes back and he's just the backup next season? We're fine. All that Brighton kid we just find steps up, or something. It's honestly, man, honestly.
Let's try.
Fucking hell, man. This guy would have Chilwell on one leg when he started. Do you know what I mean?
All right, we're almost done.
No one's going to score any goals. No reinforcements in midfield. No reinforcements at centre half. Do you want another left back? Yeah, great. Do you want a sixth left back at the club? Yeah, great. Bewildering. Where do you sit on this one? Really interested in your thoughts. Please comment below. Let me know what you think.
Are you really interested in our thoughts? Are you really interested in our thoughts?
Look at the comments to this video.
Let me look at the comments real quick. Let's see. Fuck, first one. The logic of losing Alonso and Day, replacing them with the high quality replacement in a season that will have a crazy fixture list and 5 subs in the game. Fantastic signing and more to come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody's like just dissing him because he's an idiot.
Replacing Alonso with Cucurella is the best business Chelsea have done this summer. Disagree
Everybody-
completely. Look at the quality Man City and Liverpool have competing for positions. Cucurella's ambitious signing, who can play as center back and 5 at the back. Losing Colwell is the only downside to this, assuming he is happy to stay. It's like Chelsea's transfer window this summer can be described in 2 ways: hijacked and try to hijack. That's actually true.
Yeah.
Of the fullbacks you mentioned, few are good enough for Chelsea, so this would be a great signing in my opinion. Like
Everybody,
everyone,
if you
most
look
people
at all the
disagree with
comments
him.
are positive. Everybody.
Thank you,
disagrees,
Chris
yeah.
CMC, new subscriber. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. But it's just, oh my goodness, man! Like this guy's ridiculous. I can't believe
He turned
he
a
made
9-minute
this video.
into an hour and 15.
It's just that's the beauty of Rory.
Andrew,
Can you imagine that
we
was
made
a-
friends
can you
along the way, though. We made friends along the way.
We made friends along the way.
Imagine if that was a half-an-hour video. We'd be here for 3 hours.
Oh,
But a half-an-hour video.
we
Oh.
did. Remember when we did that show?
Yeah.
What was it?
Was it
Like,
2.5 hours? Only 2.5 hours.
I can't believe it. This is crazy.
Honestly, man.
Oh
we'd-
my
We'd have to
goodness.
cut it into 2 parts. We'd have a longer video.
Probably.
We'll do it over 2 nights. We'll do
No,
it-
actually, we're only an hour and 60 minutes. It's all right.
No, this. I'm
Yes.
talking about if it was a longer video, we'd have to
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
it into 2 parts.
Oh
or
my
something like
goodness. People in the chat, I think you've made it very clear what you think, but people in the comments watching this in the future, let us know what you think about this. This was, I had
The
my
comments
laughs,
are better than
I
the
had my
video, Charlotte.
rage.
The comments are better than the video.
The
Charlotte,
comments
you're right.
are better in the video.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
oh my goodness, man. Imagine he reacts to this video. He won't react. He'll just block me. That's what he does with everyone. Won't
Yeah,
even
block
interact
me,
with him
block
once.
me,
He just
block me.
blocks everyone.
Oh, he blocked me, and I didn't even. I didn't know it's sorry.
Exactly.
I just
Exactly.
You have no
Apparently,
idea
he
what
watches,
you're talking about.
He watches
You have no
videos
idea what
about
you're
him.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he watches videos about him. Apparently.
I don't even think it's him now. on
'Cause
his
I know a
Twitter
guy
thing.
who knows him.
I think it's
So
someone
he-
else
Oh.
on his Twitter thing. That's it.
But people, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Help me lower my blood pressure because this man just made me mad.
Action. Make a reaction.
What, Fata? Prime? Who's that?
I don't know who that
I
was.
don't know who's that. They just cut out. I don't know who it
Who
was.
spoke? Who
That
spoke?
was strange. All right, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for staying and watching with us. Tune in tomorrow. We will be doing Chelsea news and rumors. What's going on, Prime?
Dude, it keeps cutting out, Prime. I don't know what's happening. Your Wi-Fi.
Prime,
keeps
you're
cutting
on
out.
that. You're on that
You don't
Cobham,
hear me?
the old
Oh, it's
Cobham,
Fata.
Cobham
It's Fata.
Wi-Fi.
I don't know who is it.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Action.
Oh, there
We
go.
can hear you,
Fata.
Fatur.
Yeah, go on. What were you saying? Oh, it goes again.
All right, I'm ending the video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe to the video, hit the bell notification so you don't miss when we do impromptu streams like this, and leave a comment down below. Thank you everyone who came on today. Thank you for the donation. Roy, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Thank you for the $10 Rego Park, $10 super chat. We appreciate you for that. But guys, we'll be catching you tomorrow for Chelsea news and rumors and transfer stuff. And until then, peace.
Subscribe.